head around the Inside Politics table, ask our great reporters to share a little bit from their notebooks. Julie?
Well, there's a real dilemma right now at the White House about how much the president should engage in the 2016 presidential campaign. And we saw him try two different strategies over the last week. He came out in a 60 Minutes interview and actually commented on Hillary Clinton's email issues, and he got some blowback from that because he said, you know, that there had been no national security compromised. And some people at the FBI really took that to be sort of undermining the investigation. He got some blowback. But then he had a news conference on Friday. He refused to talk about Joe Biden's plans. He refused to talk about Clinton's trade stance on TPP, and he got some blowback from that. Oh, he's not saying anything, and, you know, when's he going to come out and say something? And I think that's obviously only going to get trickier for him, particularly if Vice President Biden gets in the race.
Maybe he'll just stop talking to us.
Let's hope.
Don't make suggestions.
No, don't give him any ideas. Matt?
Elizabeth Warren is just returning from a trip to Eastern Europe to take a look at the Syrian refugee crisis. This is her second trip abroad, but she's coming back, and she has not yet made her voice known on the trade deal, which is something to keep an eye on. She is obviously probably going to be opposed to it. She was opposed to the fast track and a leading voice on that. But the question is, how opposed is she going to be? She's managed to stifle the Obama administration several times, and will this be yet another thing that she aggressively goes after? The other thing to watch is her endorsement. She has said that she would endorse in the Democratic primary. Joe Biden has met with her. Hillary Clinton has met with her. They're both seeking her support, and so over these next couple of weeks, particularly if Biden gets in the race, I think she's going to be somebody to keep an eye on.
Fun, fun, fun. Nia?
Candy Carson, who, of course, is the wife of Dr. Ben Carson, expect her to be more involved, take a more active role in the campaign in the coming days. She was down in Alabama signing the paperwork for her husband to get on the ballot there. She's been part of his book tour. She was the co-writer of his new book. And expect her to be in Iowa. They feel like she really connects with folks there. They're a bit of a Christian power couple, and she's probably the best known of the Republican candidates' spouses. She's got that Midwestern charm. She, of course, grew up in Detroit. She also has an MBA as well. She's a classically trained violinist. She played at her husband's announcement, so she's very much going to be out there. They see her as a force multiplier out there in places that he can't be. So it'll be interesting to see how her sort of political persona as a spouse, a candidate spouse, emerges.
As you get into this stretch, 105 days to Iowa, any help you can get on the campaign trail matters. Peter?
Yeah, the next president has something else to look forward to. In the next few weeks, the Air Force is going to sign a contract for a new Air Force One. The one that this president has been flying and the previous presidents have been flying is now about 25 years old, and they feel like it's a little over, a little over the hill here. Basically, they have no spare parts. They don't make them anymore. So the next one's going to be souped up, spiffy. It may not be like Trump Force One, but it'll be pretty good. Now, here's the trick: if the next president wants to get it, the next president will have to actually win a second term because it won't be delivered till about 2023.
Oh, now I do know why Trump wants the job. Brand new airplane. Got it. I'll close with this. Another wrinkle in the vice president's calculations about 2016. It would be the role of organized labor. There's no doubt most labor leaders love Biden, but his timing could make it harder to win union support, harder than maybe he and some of his political advisors believe. Just as Biden nears this decision, there is already considerable tensions within the House of Labor. Hillary Clinton has more backing from national leaders than Bernie Sanders, largely on the thought she's the more electable Democrat. But some state and local chapters are much more passionate about Sanders, and they're pushing back against pressure from headquarters. Dealing with these internal tensions is no easy task, and while some Biden allies suggest his entry would offer a solid alternative, several sources I spoke with in recent days suggest this internal labor-family feud is complicated enough already, and that if Biden is banking on mass defections from Clinton or Sanders, he's likely to be disappointed.